for you. ABC4 News at 5 starts now.
The deadliest weekend ever recorded on Utah roads. It's where we begin tonight on ABC4 News at 5. I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. We thank you for joining us here this evening. Utah Highway Patrol saying that 8 crashes led to the death of 10 people this weekend. More than half were kids and half were at crosswalks. Take a look at your screen here. On Friday, a 66-year-old woman died in Mill Creek. The next day in Taylorsville, 2 kids were hit while trick-or-treating. One of those kids died. Then yesterday, a 15-year-old girl hit by a car walking to school in Layton, and a 16-year-old hit in Provo. State troopers saying that this deadly weekend needs to be a reminder for all drivers, no matter their age. ABC4's Jordan Burrows talking to UHP today, joining us live in Taylorsville this evening. And Jordan, how can crosswalk safety be improved?
Yeah, great question, Emily. I'm at the scene of one of the crosswalk crashes now, this one in Taylorsville. There was a crash that happened on Saturday. 2 kids, a 12 and 13-year-old, were hit by a car where we do know later that 13-year-old died at the hospital on Monday. His name, Carl Finch, and the memorial still growing here at 2700 West Matterhorn Drive. UHP says even a crosswalk like this, it looks basic, it looks simple. It can be dangerous for drivers. UHP says that, like you mentioned at the top of the show, 10 people dead from 8 crashes. That is in this month, from this past weekend. And just ourselves at ABC4, we've reported on 5 of these crashes in 5 days at crosswalks alone. 4 of them involving kids and 1 involving an adult. Utah Highway Patrol says, of course, these crosswalks can unfortunately spell trouble for drivers because sometimes they're hidden, they could be poorly lit, and they could be on an incline or decline where it would be hard for drivers to see them. I spoke with Major NIGBUR with UHP. He says, always take the crosswalk slow, no matter if you think someone is there or not. Don't drive through them until the pedestrian is all the way across, and know that a car cannot stop as fast as a person.
Obviously, pedestrians have the ultimate right of way no matter what. So there's no argument there for a driver behind the wheel. They have the right of way. It's just plain and simple.
There are crosswalks all throughout the state of Utah. Many have lights, many have those red or orange flags, and many have white painted lines. However, people are still getting hit while crossing them. Why? Distractions and also drugs and alcohol could be a factor in driving too fast. Major NIGBUR adds, keep your eyes and ears open. He says the challenging thing with the crosswalks is that there are several obstacles.
There's trees, there's bushes, there's fences, there's fence posts, there's cars that are parked on the side of the road. And you should always treat those crosswalks like somebody is behind those obstacles and be prepared for that. Because ultimately they may walk out and they may not know that you're there.
According to the Utah Highway Safety Office, there have been 93 pedestrian-involved crashes statewide since October 1st, and of those, 38% occurred while pedestrians were crossing a crosswalk. Additionally, they tell us that in 2020, 43% of pedestrians involved in pedestrian crashes were under the age of 21. Reporting live in Taylorsville, Jordan Burrows, ABC4 News.
Thank you, Jordan. New at 5.